Big nose, small lips, sunken in eyes. Big build, small hands, skull cracking thighs. That's all you see, all I'll ever be. You've downgraded me to one word: ugly. Your thoughts, your words come to my eyes. I wrote the song 4 years ago today. It's 2020, and I wrote the song in 2016. That's crazy to me. I was 16 years old, 17, going on 17. And I was going out with friends. It was fun. We got in somewhere that we definitely weren't supposed to. And we're drinking things we definitely weren't supposed to. Don't drink, kids. It's really bad for you. Please don't do it. And then there was this boy that I had a crush on. I'm not going to give him a name. So me and this boy, we kissed, and I had a big crush on him. He was like such an e-boy. He was like artsy and cool, and like that whole dark lit thing. Like he was like, he has English AP. Like he's brilliant. And I almost let this boy, I let myself fall in love with this boy after one kiss. And I was like, this is perfect. This is going to work out. We're going to get married. We're going to move to the beach. We're going to write poetry next to the ocean. It's going to be amazing. And then the next week came, and we went out again, a bunch of us. And I was like, hey, boy. You know? And he was like, no. And when he just said no, I knew, oh, no. Uh-oh. And he just looked at me and he was like, nah, I was desperate and I was gone, and you were the closest. And I wouldn't ever be into you. Like, you're way too fat and you're ugly and... you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean that. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. And I went home and cried. And I cried my little 16-year-old heart out, because I think what really got me is that I knew. I believed what he said, because I said those things to me. I said those things to myself in the mirror every morning. I was like, no one's gonna like you because you're fat and ugly. And that's why it really affected me. Looking back at it, why it really hurt me. So I wrote this song to make myself feel better. And I worked on it, and I did it, and with the incredible help of the most amazing people. I needed to get over him. I needed to get over this feeling that I had, not only because of this guy who told me, but also, in retrospect, I needed this to feel better about myself, for myself. So I did it, and I sang it on stages wearing the most outrageous costumes that I could make. And I felt better. 'Cause I'm fat and happy, I'm large and in charge, and all I gotta say is thank God for this body. Yeah, I'm ugly, I'm big and I'm bad, ugly. Now sitting here in 2020, the meaning has completely changed. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I don't still feel ugly, or that guys and girls don't still tell me that I'm not attractive, or that I'm not good looking, or that I'm still fat. Like, I still get those comments. I still get people telling me exactly what he told me. But I think what's changed is I haven't let anyone in like that since then, really. I have, but I've never let it affect me as much as it did back then. The song isn't for me anymore to make me feel better. It's not a singular experience anymore. I've heard stories about people. It genuinely makes me want to pull my eyes out. Hearing stuff like this, and doing something about how they're feeling in a negative way, in a destructive way. People are killing themselves over this. And if I didn't write this song, I might have been one of them. If I didn't have this outlet, if I didn't have these words that I wanted to put into this, I don't know how I would have dealt with it.
Yeah, I'm not textbook, drop dead gorgeous, but honey, I know I'm goddamn glorious. You held me close, but then it turned into a joke. Your true love turned out to be a joke.
To me now, this is, if anyone ever makes you feel this way, please listen to this and understand that I've gone through it. There are people who have gone through it. You're not alone. You're safe. And you're better than that. And yeah, so what if you're not society's idea of perfect? So what if you're not a cover girl or a cover boy or a cover person? So what if you're not the most attractive person at the ball? If you own that and work with it and make it something, make something out of yourself from that, you're beautiful. End of sentence, you're perfect. You don't need to be pretty to be perfect.
Boom, 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 boom. 'Cause I'm ugly, yeah, I'm big and I'm bad. Ugly, I've never been so glad.
The song isn't for me anymore. That's why I'm bringing it out now. That leads us to why now. We are in lockdown. South Africa is under lockdown. The world is under lockdown. And things that were said to them before this happened are gonna go unsaid. It's giving you too much time to think about things like this. It's giving you time to overthink, and that's why I'm bringing this out right now. The social media is filled with so much fake and so much ugly on the inside that I decided now is the time, when everyone is on social media because we have nothing better to do, to bring out something like this. You know, it's time we focus on our singular experiences, in my opinion. It's time that we decide if we're ugly or not. And if you decide you're ugly, own it. Like, it takes a lot of pressure off you, honestly, to be perfect. The song, not only in its production, but also in its lyrics, is very glamorous. It's because we have the right to feel good about ourselves. And that's why it's so glamorous. It's beautiful to feel good. It's beautiful to be happy. It's beautiful to be accepting of yourself. So since performing it at Born to Perform, I've been asked a lot to bring it out. People love the song. There are kids who are listening to it and who love it. So this is for you. Everyone who, without knowing, has asked for something. Everyone who has looked up to the heavens and asked for a sign as to why. Everyone who's looked in the mirror and felt bad about themselves. Everyone who hasn't looked in the mirror and feels bad about themselves. Everyone who has gotten their heart broken. Everyone who's ever fallen in love. The song is yours now. My last little dedication is to the boy who broke my heart. Oops.